In this class, you will study about shapes and common solids in 3ds Max. You will also see how to create and set options for these elements. Before beginning to create elements in the scene, let's maximize the viewport to enhance your object creation viewing. First, select the viewport and you see a yellow outline around it. Now press Alt plus W keys. We'll start by creating objects on the Create tab, Command panel. This tab provides the basic settings for creating and configuring all elements to be inserted in the scene. One way to create these elements is in the Keyboard Entry section or using the mouse. The Keyboard Entry option is more precise, as the user needs to type exact values for the placement of an object and its dimension in the scene. You are freer using the mouse when creating shapes, as you don't need to define the parameters exactly. The parameters are defined by moving and clicking the mouse in the viewport, but afterwards you will need to define them more precisely. In order to comply with some setting values, you can drag the mouse and view the parameters, which will be updated automatically on the Create tab and the Parameters group. Then, after creating the object, and you can click a selection tool, but these options will no longer be displayed on the Create tab. You have to access the Modify tab and keep the element selected in order to access the object settings again. The number of configuration parameters varies based on the type of elements being created. The same rules apply to creating solids as when creating 2D elements or shapes. Take a look at this example of creating a sphere in Max. You have to access the Create Standard Primitives Sphere to do this. Then click the viewport and drag the mouse to define the sphere radius, C. If you wish to change the properties in the beginning, click its respective parameters that are still active on the Create tab. When you're ready, just click a selection command on the toolbar in the Select Object option. So, in this class, you have studied the main elements for creating and editing objects in 3ds Max.